Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, karibu, 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 karibu sana. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me make sure I got my stuff right. But karibu, 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 while I get it right. That's fine. All right. All right. All right. Is everyone doing okay? How is everyone doing? Hiya, hiya. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, and comrades, I hope you're doing well. This is Kenyan Revolutionary for another day. We are about to talk about something else. The matter, Gen Z apply more pressure, do not relent. We had Mandamano today. We have elections in UK. We have July 4th celebrations in these United States of America. So the world is a busy place, I guess. There's a lot happening. But our concentration today will be in Kenya, our motherland. We want to see, we want to find out what happened. So far, it seems like Dennis Itumbi and Mr. William Samoei Ruto walifanya ile kitu. You cannot quite get news concerning the protests in Kenya. You cannot. Wali wamefanya hiyo kitu, okay? So the feeds that has anything to do with the stuff that was happening in the protests in Kenya, you can't get any news. You can't. They are kind of sieving through the information that people see. They don't want it to go viral. But anyway, before we get to that, there's a lot going on, as I said. Let me remind you, my friends, enemies, and comrades, the first order of business, you know what it is. You just have to like the video. That's the first order of business, as usual. Then the second order of business is, if you're coming across this video, you know what to do. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kenyan Revolutionary. If you don't know what my channel is all about, my channel is all about Kenyan politics. We give you insightful reviews of what's happening and make suggestions. And I also invite people to come in and give their views. I don't care if you are pro-government or against government. I don't care if you're a communista, okay? A communist or a capitalist, Trotskyist, or whatever the case is, Hegelian, whatever the case is, your political philosophy, political persuasion, ODM, UDA, whatever the case is, karibu. You are invited, okay? Whether you're a Leninist or a Marxist, whatever the case, come in. Like the video, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff that needs to be done. Ama namna gani? Continue coming in. Now patia dakika tano muingie and do that. Let's settle down so we can talk and review what really happened. Like I said, most Kenyans get their news through Twitter, or what is now called X. And it was greatly they control the information that was coming in Kenya. Karibu sana Gudia, my friend. Actually, Gudia, I have good news for you. The book that you're requesting, I got it. And I will be doing this, the doings, okay? Today is Ninio, so the post office is actually ilifungwa leo, but tomorrow, the first thing in the morning, that's what's going to happen. It will be on its way, and I will send you the Ninio. I was unpacking, and I found it, and the first person I thought was you, because I promised that book, and it's been a while. So, Gudia, that book is coming. It's coming on its way. It's on its way. Karibuni sana, karibuni sana. If you're eating, please weka chakula chini. This is serious. Happy Independence Day. Yes. Vicky Hanel, karibu. I see you. Hey, nimekuona hapo from Birmingham, UK, as we miss you guys. Thank you so much, Vicky. I hope everything is going on well. I don't know if Sunak will survive wherever he is. I guess the elections is today. Ama ataanza kumambo ya sijui twende IBC, sijui twende wapi, okay? So yes, but karibu sana. People come in. I'm giving you minutes, seconds to settle down. And again, you know the rules. Once we hit 100, I will open the forum for anybody and everybody to come in. In other news, we had
Sunak is out already? Oh, shoot. Poor guy. Yeah. Sunak is out. Well, it was nice when it was when it lasted, okay? Apparently Sunak has he has some connection with Kenya. I think his parents or something like that are from Kenya, even though he's Indian as far as ethnicity. But yeah, I don't know who's coming. I don't know who. I haven't been following. I haven't looked at news. Basically, it's like I just woke up out of under a rock and I'm in now. But anyway, but nevertheless, we shall continue. Please like the video, as Goody is telling us. Right, like the video, share, comment, and do all the good stuff. We're about to get started. Well, other news tomorrow. The president has been trying to make endear himself to the youth, the young people. He's trying to reach out. He's trying to talk to them. He's trying to reach out to Gen Z. He doesn't know who he should be talking to. You saw him send his daughter yesterday to address the nation. I don't know in what capacity was Charlene Ruto speaking to the nation. But nevertheless, you can see there is a concerted effort by this administration to try to reach out to young people. So tomorrow, apparently, he'll be on X Space. He'll be on X Space trying to talk to. He will try to be, atajaribu kuongea na vijana. Because I guess all the Gen Zs are on X Space. I don't know. I don't know where to find these Gen Zs. Where are they? Gen Zs, muko wapi? Kama mko hapo ingine. Once we reach 100, I'll open the forum for everyone. Vicky Handel is telling me we have election today in Great Britain. Naked to naked, or it means neck to neck, Labour and Conservatives. The Tories want to take it over. I believe Sunak was a Labour Party, is it? My favorite politician from Great Britain, I don't know if it's they're doing the MPs too, but my favorite is George Galloway. George Galloway is my favorite politician from Great Britain. I don't know if he's the MP or somewhere. I don't know. He's Scottish he has a Scottish background. So George Galloway, he has a wonderful show. I like George Galloway. That's my favorite politician from Great Britain. Yes, Goody is telling me dad from Kenya and mom from Tanzania. Yes, Sunak has Kenyan blood, even though born in Southampton, UK. Scammer. Okay. From South Africa. Karibuni. As we get started, like I said, tomorrow, there are some people, Hanifa, Meguna, and other people are saying, please do not go to X Space to pay any attention to Ruto. He is not worth your time. I don't know if the majority of people here agree or disagree. Hello, GOK is here. Yes, comrade. Karibu sana. Nice meeting you. Nice seeing you again, Gio. Karibu sana. Like the video. We want to reach 200 likes today. That's our goal. 200 likes. I don't know how many people are going to watch this, but if you're going to watch this, if you're watching it live or you'll be watching it repeat, please, the goal is 200 likes. And please, I know most of you watch these videos and don't subscribe. You just like listening, which is fine. I respect that. Maybe you're at work, you're not a place where you can be part of the discussion. But I urge you, if you're watching, please hit that subscribe button. It just takes you less than a second and put that notification on. So every time I come in, you can hear that bell sound letting you know that I'm online. Okay, so Ruto is trying to reach out to the young folks. The problem with our dear friend Ruto, not really our friend, but I'll just say our friend for the sake of friendship, he fails to understand that his administration is talking on both sides of his ass. Okay? We saw Eden Duale. In fact, I didn't bother to listen to the whole interview by Eden Duale in JKL, but the snippets that I looked at, this guy is out of touch with what's going on. Okay? Karibu sana Oliver Juma. Karibu sana. Karibu. I can't stress my karibu. Everyone, please, once we reach 100 people on YouTube, I shall open up the studio for anyone to come, vent, express themselves as a catharsis or whatever the reason why. If you want to talk, come on, talk your heart out. This is not one of those platforms where you have to speak in a certain agenda. Okay, push a certain agenda. Here you speak your mind, whether you're pro or against the government. It's okay. You can speak your mind. And if you want to debate or engage your fellow panelists or people in the comment section, it's okay. It's okay. This is free for all. We have no fear. Freedom of speech in full effect. Your mic will not be muted. You will not be kicked out. Just keep it respectful. Turn your camera on. And if you can't turn it on, that's fine too. But speak your freaking mind. We are about speaking our minds and exchanging ideas. Ruto must go. That's the general consensus. Ruto is grappling with the fact that, hey, he might be removed. Now, let me give you a few fun facts that you need to know as a Kenyan. On September 13th of 2022 at 12:44 p.m. Can I repeat that? I'll repeat that for the benefit of those who may have hearing problems. Maybe you have an hearing aid. I'll put the caps on if I have to. Or turn your caps on. I think there's that whatever in YouTube. I think so. On September 13th of 2022, 12:44 p.m., Ruto was sworn in as the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya. One last time. Karibu, Cynthia. Karibu. Cynthia is telling us dissolve, dissolve, not reshuffle, and no negotiation with bad governance. Yes, I agree. I will read it for the sake of our listeners who have just missed or are just joining us. On September 13th, 2022, 12:44 p.m., Martha Koome swore in William Samoei Ruto as the 5th president of the Republic of Kenya. So this is how we're going to do it. Ruto, on September 13th, 2024, 12:44 p.m., we, the Kenyan folks, shall come visit the State House and we shall declare you a citizen, normal citizen, no longer the president of Kenya. That's the plan. That's the only way you will listen, because you're playing games. You can't pretend to be making an effort to listen to these young folks, Gen Z. And if you missed the memo, Mr. President, it is not just the Gen Zs that are expressing themselves on the streets. They are reflecting the frustrations of 54 million Kenyans who go to school, work very hard, graduate, and they have no jobs. Doctors have no jobs. Interns do not have jobs. Nurses are lowly paid. Teachers not paid enough. While rumors has it that our friend Murkomen was arrested somewhere in Dubai with I don't know how many million Kenyan shillings, where you had to make that call to get him out of his jam. That is what is pissing off majority of Kenyans. You do not need to go to Express or any social media platform to have a discussion with anyone to know the problem in Kenya. It is not the time to do a cabinet reshuffle. Linturi, that crook, that cretinous MP, CS, sorry. Okay? He is obviously implicated with overwhelming evidence of being involved in the fertilizer scandal. And what happened? You had to bribe the member of the 11 members of the commission to let him go, walk free. He even had the audacity next day to give a speech in a AU summit about fertilizers after being bribed his way out of the jam that he found himself. These are the things that are making Kenyans go to the streets and say, listen, Samoei Ruto, we are not negotiating with you. You need to get the fuck out of that office. And we don't want you to leave right now. We want you to leave right about now. So don't talk about coming to X space trying to talk to us about your accomplishments. We do not give a shit about what you've done, because the negative overrides the little positives you've done. We are at a point of no return. It is no longer about the finance bill. When those young folks were talking about reject the finance bill, ulijifanya sungura mjanja, and you went there and said, oh, I'm not going to sign this bill, sending it back to the National Assembly, knowing very well in 14 days the bill shall become law, thinking that people are stupid. And that was enough to drive people to say, it's no longer about rejecting the finance bill. Get the fuck out of that office. Not right now, but right now. Get out. So September 13th, 2024, 12:44 p.m. this year, Ruto, we are going to remove you from the State House, whether you like it or not. And this is how we are going to do it. Karibu sana. Like the video, share, comment, like, do all the good stuff that you need to do. I will show you how we can do it. Yesterday, I was ranting and waffling and antagonizing, agonizing, agitating, harassing my panelists with this idea. Some agreed, some did not, which is fine. It's a democracy. Actually, I prefer not everyone to agree with me, because we are sovereign human beings and we can think for ourselves. But this is the idea. Let me show you something from the 1960s, how civil rights activists were successful in passing the law that gave rights to minority people of color to be able to be considered and to vote where they can vote and enjoy other civil liberties. This is what happened, and it has been done in Kenya before. And I will still pound into that idea. Okay? I want to barrage your mind with this idea. It was done in 2017, where men and women of valor, young, old, boarded buses, some flew, some walked to Nairobi in Uhuru Park and swore in Raila Odinga. The plan was to march to State House, but Raila Odinga bailed out on everyone. So this time, we are not looking back. We don't have a Raila Odinga to tell us to stop the Mandamano. This time, we are leaderless, tribeless, partyless, and we shall maintain it that way. We are going to march on September 13th, 2024, a significant day when you are sworn in. We are going to swear you out of that State House and occupy it. Let me show you a video of what happened in the 1960s in Washington, D.C., where there was a mammoth crowd that descended upon Washington, D.C. and made their voices known, gave speeches that led to the minority, demographically minority folks to get civil liberties. Watch this video, and I will get to the Kenyan politics in a minute. So let's watch, because we have to learn how we are going to remove Ruto. We are no longer talking about rejecting finance bill. We are talking about how we are going to peacefully exercise our rights directly as the sovereign people of Kenya and remove Ruto as by the constitution, okay? By law, okay? So here it is. Let me play this video. Pay attention. Meanwhile, I want you to like this video. I say we are aiming for 200 likes. 200 likes, okay? Once we get to 100 viewers on YouTube, we shall I shall open up the lines and you can get in the panel, turn your camera, and give me your opinion. All right, let's watch this video and see how people marched to Washington in 1960s. Okay, let's watch this very quickly. I will get to the Ninio of the day, okay? About Mandamano, what happened today. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We shall get to that. This is what we must do as a people. All right. All right. Here it is. Please subscribe, like, share as we do this. All right.
Movement, hear me. We are requesting all citizens to move into Washington, to go by plane, by car, bus, any way that you can get there. Walk if necessary. We are pushing for jobs, housing, desegregated schools. This is an urgent request. Please join.
The American Broadcasting Company continues its coverage of the March on Washington.
Impossible to get a precise estimate of the crowd here, but it's certainly well over 25,000 now and swelling fast.
I would first like to congratulate all of you on the orderly, dignified manner in which you executed the march from the Washington Memorial. You have already told the world what we are here for and shown them by your courage, determination, and your order that we mean business.
All right.
I give you now the Freedom Singers.
Thank you. And since we're all in this movement together, we'd like to ask you to raise your voices and sing with us and clap along with us. We shall not be moved. We shall not hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on.
I know some of you might say that happened in the 1960s in a different country. Here it is. It happened in Kenya. It was done in 2017. If it wasn't for Raila Odinga, we would be having a different conversation right now. We won't be having Ruto as the president. All right. Hold on. I'm about to show you. Like the video. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm going to show you what happened. You remember at that time, the government told all the KTN and whatever to shut down. Okay? You remember that? You remember that? They told KTN and all that, please shut down all the all the news, whatever. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. You need not to forget your history. This was done. This was done. Habari zenu TV. Whoa, habari zenu selling Black America here who frequents Kenya Have a plan now for the future and do not let him any slack. Give me a polite exit, but never allow him or anyone like him back in office. Absolutely. We are not letting down. We are not letting up. We have to remove Ruto, and we are going to do that peacefully. Peacefully. I want to show you the number of folks, the number of people who were so many that showed up in that swearing in ceremony in 2017. I want you to listen carefully. Are you ready? I want you to remind, this was a peaceful movement that scared Kenyatta. It can be done again, and let's do it on September 13th, 2024 by 12:44 p.m. Symbolically, the day that he got sworn in, we are going to swear him out. People from across the country, Kenyans from across the world, show up in Nairobi and walk to the State House. Let him bring the army. Let him bring his police forces. Let him bring Shalin Ruto and whoever else, Farouk Kibet. Let's see if they are going to stop 10, 20, 50, 15, 7 million Kenyans marching towards State House. Let's see if he can do that. Let's see if he has enough balls or way of stopping that many people. It will be a peaceful protest towards the State House. Peaceful. That's why you see right now Kindiki and all these clowns are trying to outlaw this protest, trying to paint it as a violent protest. He knows that it's coming. Let me show you how this was done. It was done, and it can be done again. We don't need new ideas. This is something that has been proven, done, and tested to remove Ruto. Let's remind ourselves of this event.
Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assumed the office of the People's President of the Republic of Kenya. So help me God.
In the shortest time possible, the son of the first Vice President of the Republic of Kenya took an oath of office as the People's President of Kenya in front of the crowd at this historic grounds. Flanked by Miguna, the self-styled NRM General, Ruaraka MP TJ Kajwang, and Siaya Senator James Orengo, Raila finally made true his threat of swearing in himself as an alternative president, this being the culmination of a series of meetings dubbed the People's Assemblies to bring change to the system of governance.
Today's step is one step towards doing away with electoral autocracy.
And like he has done before, the ODM leader, whose NASA colleagues were conspicuously absent this afternoon, reiterated what they had been agitating for since the August 8th election.
Wakenya wamechukua hatua ya kujikondoa utawala ya kiimla na kidikteta.
Raila on this day seeming to give an excuse why he was participating in the administering of an oath so important to his supporters all by himself.
Kalonzo Musyoka hayuko, lakini Kalonzo ako na sisi. Kalonzo ataapisha baadaye, sawa, kwa sababu ya maneno ambayo mtakuja kujua baadaye yale yalifanyika. Sala Mudavadi na Moses Wetangula na Kalonzo Musyoka wako pamoja na sisi.
In a short speech, Raila laid out his agenda after exercising what he called his right and that which members of parliament who support his mission claim has not crossed the line or violated the rule of law.
Well, you need to wait because there is a committee which is Assumption of Office Committee, which has the details.
Raila Odinga is going to form government from today, and we have not declared this day or the events here illegal. And I want to tell you, I'm well read, I'm a legislator, I have been in parliament for 3 terms, we passed these laws, I know there is no law we are breaking, we are within the law, whoever thinks otherwise, let us meet in court.
While the day was expected to be a battle between the police on one hand and NASA supporters on the other, much of the day went without any major drama. NASA supporters streaming into the historic Uhuru Park grounds and dancing their hearts out, eagerly awaiting the big day. Many started streaming into the park as early as 6 in the morning and spent much of the time chanting slogans against President Uhuru Kenyatta. Without his 3 other brothers in the NASA coalition, Raila Odinga of the ODM party stood tall and took the oath of office of court, the people's presidency, saying that he will stay true to the constitution. Leila Mohammed, NTV, at the Uhuru Park in Nairobi County.
Okay. I told you. I see a lot of people were trying to come up with new ways of protesting and doing new things, and I see you tufanye hivi tufanye vile, sitting down on the roads and all this stuff. And respectfully, I'm not downplaying your idea. It can be effective to some extent. But what I'm saying is this, that this is something that has been done before. Yes, it has been done before. Enough is enough. I agree with you, Ingrid. Karibu. That's what I'm saying. In case you are Gen Z, I don't know how old you guys were in 2017. But as I was saying, that's why I played the first video saying, you watch when the freedom buses were carrying people from all parts of United States of America. And they were making their way to Washington, D.C. And they made their way there in droves. Millions, just like the Million Man March that was done by Louis Farrakhan. Okay? This is not something that we cannot do. And that's why I played you the second video in 2017. Let me give you the context of what was happening at the time, in case you are not present. Uhuru, through his security apparatus, he threatened people by using the Mungiki, trying to unleash violence to discourage people from going to Uhuru Park. They had bees. Somebody went with a bee nest there to discourage people. In fact, they tried to book an event on that day, on that Uhuru Park. There was so much was happening. And that morning, they were on the television, the media outlets, warning people not to go to Uhuru Park, that anyone that goes up there shall face the law. He sent the GSU police forces tear gassing anyone that was any crowd that appeared to be heading towards Uhuru Park. It was a state of fear on the government's part. They were trying everything to stop the swearing of Raila Odinga. I remember that same morning, Miguna was in, I think, Nation TV or something like that with Aaron Cheriot. And Miguna said, whether Raila Odinga likes it or not, he will be sworn in as the people's president. That didn't go well with Cheriot and the people in the government at that time. When it came in time to go to Uhuru Park, buses upon buses, people driving, people cycling, people walking towards Uhuru Park. The GSU started lobbing tear gases, shooting, and doing all sorts of things to intimidate the crowd. But the crowd was so huge. It was thousands upon thousands. I think it was almost 1 million people. I remember a young man who was interviewed. He was traveling from coast, and he said, in my life, all I ever dreamed of was to see Raila Odinga sworn in as the people's president. I don't care if I die on my way to Nairobi at Uhuru Park. If that's my fate, so be it. But we shall make it to Uhuru Park to show the illegitimate president Uhuru that the power belongs to the people. And so they made their way upon millions, millions upon millions, marched to Uhuru Park. And the GSU tried their best using brutal force. In the end, when they saw the crowd was too huge, they gave up and they got into their trucks that was spraying people with water cannons. They folded and headed back to their offices, and they had to let what happened happen. So, in his last ditch, to avoid humiliation, Uhuru Kenyatta called all the media stations, threatening them, telling them not to broadcast the swearing in of Raila Odinga. He ordered them to shut down, but some of them refused because they understood this was an injustice. The person who won was not crowned to be the president of Kenya. And there, people moved on, and the police could not do anything. They surrendered. And as you can see, Raila was declared the people's president. Let me remind you that the next step from that, the next plan, they were expecting Raila to tell the crowd to march into the State House. That was the plan. Go listen to Miguna. And I don't know if Martha Karua also alluded to that, but I can tell you for sure, Miguna said that in his interview with Jeff Koinange. The next move was to go to the State House. That is the move that was missing this time on September 13th, 2024, 12:44 p.m. I urge millions upon millions from every corner of this country, please, let's meet up at the State House, Nairobi. If you're driving, drive yourself. If you need to hitchhike, carpool, cycle, use a motorcycle, walk, fly. Do what you have to do. Meet up September 13th, 2024. If we congregate as 1 million people, or 2 million, or 4 or 5, what do you think Ruto's police forces will do? The army already showed that they will be on our side. As we saw that last Thursday, the army were escorting civilians back home. They were actually telling Ruto's, Kindiki's brutal police force not to tear gas the wananchi, because they understood the army are there to protect the wananchi. So I tell you, ask yourself, if 1 million people show up in front of State House, do you think Ruto's police force will shoot back or shoot the people? Do you think the army shall shoot the people? It is the sovereign people who pay tax to maintain that State House. Do you think Ruto will attack the sovereign people of Kenya? Enough of his con games, trying to meet people at X-Space. Let me tell you what will happen in that X-Space tomorrow. Ruto will simply pick a crowd, probably the same crowd that was standing behind Charlene yesterday when she was giving that press conference, and he will pick them, and the questions will be predetermined. Ruto will already know what kind of questions he's going to be asked. And he will give us a laundry list of his imaginary accomplishments and how he has brought the dollar down, the Kenyan shilling down as it relates to the dollar. He will tell us about how he has helped the farmers. I know the speech. He has repeated it several times. He'll remind us of how he found empty coffers. He will tell us how he is against corruption and how he plans on doing corruption. He will tell us to watch the space because he's about to fire a couple of rogue CSS. He will give us promises of how he will revolutionize the police force. He will tell us to bear with him at least until 2027 so that we can see the fruits of his labor. I know what he's going to say. I know the kind of lies that he has been telling. That's what's going to happen tomorrow. I can bet my house on it. I'm telling you. Like the video. I will open the forum for any panelist who wants to come in. But this is expected from the liar. Liar, 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 your pants are on fire. Well, liar, 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 your government is on fire. Ruto must go. For those who want to arrest me, please, if you want, I heard somebody say that now if you say Ruto must go, they might sue you for defamation. Please, prepare your lawyer. I have one who happened to be Jewish lawyer. They have a reputation. Saying Ruto must go is not defamation. He is a public figure, and I'm dissatisfied with his performance. He has failed the Kenyan people. So Ruto must go. He has to go. We don't care about your X-Space interview. You have to go. You have to go, Ruto. You have to go. You have to go. There's no way if buts about it. You have to go. You have to go. Let me tell you something. A little news that you need to know. Let me add rub salt in your wound. There's a lady called June Ruto. June Ruto. She has been appointed a position. Somebody remind me. This was yesterday or something. I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up. You can't. This guy, it's as if he's like flipping us off. Every time we say Ruto must go, he flips us off and say, let me do something to piss them off more. Like he doesn't care. He does not care at all. At all. At all. He does not care. Yes, he does not care. Let me show you. You think I'm joking? I will show you. This guy is something else. If I can only find it. But anyway, in some other news, there's this imbecile, Nyaribari Chache MP, Zahir Janda, was warning people, actually threatening people, that he will shoot them if they go to protest. Let me show you. I will open the the chat up for anyone who wants to join. So prepare yourself. I can see we are almost making 100 people. I see that. Come in, like everyone that's watching. Please like the video. I say we are going for 200 likes. And if you have subscribed, we have to be active. We have to subscribe. We have to like. We have to share, because Ruto needs to know what's going on. He needs to know that. He needs to know that. He must know that. We are not playing with him. We are not joking. As a matter of fact, tomorrow we should boycott his X-Space appearance. I know he will probably hire some people to go up there and pretend that they are the young people, the Gen Zs, and listen to his bull crap as he feeds us bullshit. We are not buying in. We are not buying. Let's listen to this imbecile. this cretinous MP trying to threaten protesters, intimidate protesters. Here it is. Here it is. Let me play that for a second. Here is he. Here. Sorry, guys.
Kenyans, mark my words today. Tomorrow, anybody going to the streets to protest unlawfully, terrorize Kenyans, any part of this country, I know from where I sit, I can tell you for sure, they will be hit hardest. Watafikiri ni bomu imewapiga, because the police are very much well prepared. Yes. Kwa hivyo, I am just sending a warning. Those people are going to protest tomorrow. If it's a peaceful protest, it's okay. But hii ya kwenda kuibia watu, wapigwe risasi. Hakuna kucheka na wao.
Hata wanaweza shangaa. Mheshimiwa Zahir anapeana ujumbe huu under what capacity?
As a leader.
Leader of what?
Leader. I'm giving that information.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a leader. I'm elected. I sit in the National Assembly. You know, when I'm elected, I represent the people of Nyaribari Chache, and I'm a representative of this country as a leader. The police are ready, more than ready, waiting. In fact, nafikiri sahi hata wameanza kuingia mtaani.
Umesema wewe ni kiongozi. Sai Gen Zs, they do not have any leader. Atumuona Gilmas Baraza sai anasema yeye kwamba is now the chairman of the Gen Zs. Zahir, are you willing to, cooperate with these young guys, maybe spokesperson unaweza kuwazungumzia on their behalf, kitu kama hicho?
Wakinipatia nafasi, why not? I can be their leader. First things first. Do you know the meaning of Gen Z? Let's start from there. The meaning of Gen Z, and let those Gen Zs know. The meaning of Gen Z is General Zahir. So already they've given me a title.
Nice one. Nice.
SRC wanasema ongezewe takriban 14,000. Unasemaje?
No, it's not right. It's I earn that salary. They've increased my salary, and today I want to totally reject that salary, the increment of that salary, because it is not right. In fact, one thing for sure, without a doubt, I think and I believe His Excellency the President.
He has a punchable face. I don't know if you realize that. But this man, Zahir, whatever his name is, apparently he has a history. He has a history. He has a history. Here, what's his the people's watchman, Boniface Mwangi, exposes him. There's actually an article about him. Can you guys see the screen? So here is what Boniface Mwangi wrote, kind of retweeted on him. This man is a crook, and how DCI Kenya has been being unable to make a single charge stick beats me. He should be on the top list of those we are recalling. Kenya has changed, and this kind of low lives will learn that very soon. Okay, the article there says flashy lifestyle of man in 250 million fake gold scandals. So this guy has been involved in some gold scandals. I hear Merhali Janda possesses a bunch of cash. He has been roped into the fake gold trade. So the guy has a checkered past, as you can see. But these are the people who are telling us that they're leaders, and they're warning us. They're telling us that this is the kind of people that we are entertaining. We're giving limelight to. I mean, where are we going? All right, let me show you something again. Senator Ledama Olekina, I congratulated his sister, who became, I think, was a mayor of somewhere in Ireland or something like that, okay? But this Ole Ledama is also a funny guy. He's a funny character. He was replying to EACC. Remember, Ledama came up with a bill that he wanted to pass. It's called, I forgot the name of the bill, but it basically gives I think it was called conflict of interest something. I forgot. It's a funny thing. But the whole idea of the bill was to allow the government to do business with, members of parliament or cabinet ministers can do business with, some organization or whatever the case is, which is a conflict of interest. But he wanted to allow it. Okay. Let me read. Faith is telling me, Karibu Faith, like the video. Basically, Ruto has given Kenyan his middle finger. He's doing that. He's doing what he wants. He got balls. I'm telling you, his balls are the big size of, I don't know. He does have balls, and in a really not positive way. Ingrid is telling me it's a bit late to be rejecting the salary, bruh. Power to the people. Yeah. Power to the people. Absolutely. They are now pretending to be saints. They're trying to side with the people, and we are not buying it. I'll tell you somebody else who he has crossed. Anyway, so Ledama was writing, EACC apparently wrote to him and they were like, EACC, I don't know why EACC is tweeting, but anyway, that's another case, another story altogether. They called out Narok Senator Ledama peddling falsehoods to divert public focus from the tragic mutilation of the Conflict of Interest Bill 2023 by the Senate in changes that will cripple the fight against corruption in Kenya. Now, one thing I agree with the EACC, yes, if that bill, conflict of interest bill goes through, conflict of interest, already the definition of conflict of interest, why legalize conflict of interest? I agree with the EACC there. But here he is, Mr. Ledama comes out and say, you don't fight corruption, you fuel it. That's the naked truth. If the bill is not yours, why don't you allow Parliament to do its work, which is to draft, amend, pass, or reject any legislations? Okay? The truth is EACC wants to amend 4 legislations, which exist to fight corruption by using a new bill. You should have sought for a miscellaneous amendment bill, but not a new one. I take great exception to your falsehood press release, which only reinforces my position on the floor of the House, which I stand by. My job is to oversight you, and clearly I can confirm that you are not interested in fighting corruption in Kenya. Both of them are corrupt, so I don't want to hear about EACC and Ledama. They're all full of shit. But anyway, there's another piece of news that I want you to read. I want you to know about another news that kind of went under the radar. We didn't get it. I want to tell you another one very quickly. Let me read Faith here. Faith is telling me, if those MPs are for Kenya, they should reject their wage increase. Reject. Absolutely. They'll pretend that they reject it, then you'll see, they'll kind of accept. That's how they play. It's a game that they play. Nairobi business people were not happy with the maandamano that's happening. You can see there. Let's listen to what they were saying.
Kila kitu ikaenda, hakuna polisi. Nataka nikuulize Bungei, Naivas 3 hours, masaa matatu imeporwa, kila kitu ikaenda, hakuna polisi alitokea, hakuna polisi alionekana, but walionekana wakipiga risasi huko. Kusema ukweli Bungei, tunakuuliza tu swali moja. Is it that hao polisi wako wanashirikiana na huyu mzee mwenye wa kutuma guns? Kitu ya pili, tunauliza Quickmart iliporwa hivyo. 2 good hours, hakuna polisi alionekana. Sisi tunasikia ya kwamba biashara zetu hazijapewa security na hazijalindwa. Mimi nataka nikwambie Bungei, hao watoto wadogo wengine wanatuita mama, wengine wanatuita shangazi, wengine wanatuita baba, wengine wanatuita uncle. Na wengine wanatuita shosho, kama mimi naitwa shosho. Nakuulizaje Bungei? Kusema ukweli, watoto wetu wataenda kupiga duka ya mama yao? Watoto wetu wataenda kupiga duka ya baba yao? Haiwezekani. Ni kuonesha kuna pahali watu wanashirikiana, kuna crime imepangwa vizuri sana inaonekana. Sisi tumekupatia notice. Kuanzia kesho sisi tunalinda biashara yetu. Ukitaka kutupiga risasi pamoja na watoto wetu, shauri yako. But wacha dunia mzima ijue ya kwamba Nairobi business community imetokea na italinda biashara zetu.
All right. So apparently there's controversy over the Quickmart. Was it Quickmart? Yes. Where it was being looted and the police was watching the whole thing. No one was being arrested, which gave people an indication that this thing was planned by some people. Sakaja was even questioned about this when he was questioned that, hey, How come there were people with crude weapons walking from your office, whatever the case is, telling people at team Sikuje hapa, whatever the case is? Like, who is paying them? In fact, I saw a video of one of the young people who had those weapons, and they're saying they didn't even get paid. They didn't get paid for intimidating the protesters. You see, this thing is, I'm telling you, I will continue to advocate for September 13th, 2024, 12:44 p.m. for Ruto to be removed. Once Ruto is removed, people like Sakaja will be in jail because he's protecting people like Sakaja. Now, the other guy Ruto has crossed is his buddy, who he promised to send to the AUC. I kid you not. I kid you not. This guy is crossing everyone, including Raila Odinga, though I don't feel sorry for Raila. But again, this is another sign of Ruto reneging on his deal. Now, apparently, as you know, in order for a candidate from your country to be considered, the country, the state, the president, his cabinet has to forward that name to the AU. Okay, so the deadline was June 30th. Look at the New Star reports this, the Star Kenya. The government has missed its deadline of June 30th, with the AU closing submissions on August 6th. So the deadline was June 30th for them to put forth the name of Raila Odinga as the candidate, the Kenya's candidate for the AUC seat, but they failed to do so. The deadline, they have up to August 6th to do so. So Raila is not guaranteed to go to AU. That's another drama. I think Raila will summon his Azimio demons to join Daninio if he doesn't go to AU. But like I said, let's shoot for September 13th, 2024. I showed you how it was done, and I will show you again. Everyone from every part of Kenya shows up in Nairobi CBD and marches to State House. Ruto will not have any choice but evacuate the premise. I'm telling you. Watch again for the last time. It had been done. I played this video earlier. I'll play it again. This was 2017 when this happened. I'm telling you, one last time. Sorry, guys.
Our roof. Did you really need to?
Here it is.
Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assumed the office of the people's president of the Republic of Kenya. So help me God.
In the shortest time possible, the son of the first vice president of the Republic of Kenya took an oath of office as the people's president of Kenya in front of the crowd at this historic grounds. Flanked by Miguna, the self-styled NRM General, Ruaraka MP TJ Kajwang, and Siaya Senator James Orengo, Raila finally made true his threat of swearing in himself as an alternative president, this being the culmination of a series of meetings dubbed the People's Assemblies to bring change to the system of governance.
Today's step is one step towards doing away with electoral autocracy.
And like he has done before, the ODM leader, whose NASA colleagues were conspicuously absent this afternoon, reiterated what they had been agitating for since the August 8th election.
Wakenya wamechukua hatua ya kujikondoa utawala ya kiimla na kidikteta.
Raila on this day seeming to give an excuse why he was participating in the administering of an oath so important to his supporters all by himself.
Kalonzo Musyoka hayuko, lakini Kalonzo ako na sisi. Kalonzo ataapishwa baadaye. sawa, kwa sababu ya maneno ambayo mtakuja kujua baadaye yale yalifanyika. Musalia Mudavadi na Moses Wetangula na Kalonzo Musyoka wako pamoja na sisi.
In a short speech, Raila laid out his agenda after exercising what he called his right and that which members of parliament who support his mission claim has not crossed the line or violated the rule of law.
Well, you need to wait because there is a committee which is Assumption of Office Committee, which has the details.
Raila Odinga is going to form government from today, and we have not declared this day or the events here illegal. And I want to tell you, I'm well read, I'm a legislator, I have been in parliament for 3 terms. We passed these laws. I know there is no law we are breaking. We are within the law. Whoever thinks otherwise, let us meet in court.
While the day was expected to be a battle between the police on one hand and NASA supporters on the other, much of the day went without any major drama. NASA supporters streaming into the historic Uhuru Park grounds and dancing their hearts out, eagerly awaiting the big day. Many started streaming into the park as early as 6 in the morning and spent much of the time chanting slogans against President Uhuru Kenyatta. Without his 3 other brothers in the NASA coalition, Raila Odinga...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends. Anyway, in summation, all I'm saying is this. Gen Z, I know you're trying to find ideas of getting this guy out. It's not hard to do. James Wood, who's the name? Okay, it's not hard to do. Like I was saying, it was done in 2017. People meet up. Maandamano itaendelea all across the nation. But for all those who can make it to Nairobi, let's bring in people, as many people as we can, and march to State House. This guy will take the first flight private plane in Kampala, and he will be hosted by Museveni. He cannot do anything. When the people revolt, there's nothing he can do. James Wood is telling politicians and their half-truths. I'm so glad Gen Z, in general, do not fall for this BS. Absolutely. Samuel Gitao Ndura says, please, let's protest for IBC to be restored. Please, please. Now, we talked about this, about IBC. The problem with IBC, again, for the umpteenth time, Ruto is the one who is to choose the selection panel. The selection panel will choose the next IBC. So what I'm trying to say in short is that Ruto will probably, influence the choice of who are going to be the commissioners. And whoever is going to be that commissioner, he'll probably, give him some money so that if we have elections, Ruto will decide who wins. So the whole thing will be flawed. That's why some people are arguing that let's remove Ruto first and his cabinet, then we choose the IBC of our choice, then we go to have a fresh elections. If the military has to take over for 3 months while we sort out our issues, so be it. But we cannot have Ruto choosing these people, because he'll probably choose his. We just saw. Is it? I'll show you this. I have to show you this. I think it's one of her daughter or somebody. Excuse me. I think it's June. Can somebody tell me who June Ruto is? June Ruto. Is it her? Somebody. Can somebody tell me who that is? June Ruto is, she just got appointed. Let me see if I can find that article. Here it is. All right. Here it is. You want something to piss you off? Let me show you, Kenyans. Let me show you something that can piss you off, that you can see, to make you want a reason to go to the Nino Mandamano. Here it is. She got appointed as let me see. Okay, here it is. Are you guys ready? All right, watch your screen. Surely, from this Kenya vigilante, surely we are yet to heal and we get another stab on our back. June Ruto has been appointed Director of Foreign Service and participant at the National Defense College. Nepotism everywhere. Who will employ us poor people? I tell you, this is June Ruto. Okay. Actually, she's Oh, shoot. That's her other daughter. President Ruto's daughter, June Ruto, has been appointed Director of Foreign Services and participant at the National Defense College. Wow. So while people are complaining of this, there you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. What else can I add? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say. This man doesn't. I don't know. You tell me. GOK is saying this also think he's okay. I'm telling you, he thinks he's a king. He just his daughter, other daughter. I don't know if that's the eldest daughter or whatever. Yo, amepewa kazi. There you go. These are the people do, and he still wants to come to X Space with his predetermined questions, and stooges will be there running the thing to ask him questions that he already know the answer to give us. You know, that's what we are dealing with here. I understand some people want, they're like, okay, marching in State House is not. It's actually constitutional. You can represent yourself. If your representative fail you, you can fire them. And we can march there and occupy State House and declare him not to be the president of Kenya any longer. Okay? Yes. JPJ said they're probably rehearsing tonight. Yes, they're probably rehearsing the questions to what they'll say in that's Ninio. Right? You know what? I'll probably listen to it for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles. I'll have to listen to it. I want to hear what you say. Just for like good 30 minutes. Because I told you. I've already told you what he'll say. We're looking for jobs. I went to nilienda huko Italy and US and sijui wapi kuwatafutia kazi huko. So that our young people can be employed. We have built, I don't know. Bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 4th of July. Happy 4th to every American out there. Happy election day to the UK, people in UK. I hope you guys have a peaceful elections and may the best person win. I don't know who the best is. I've never had people in UK wanaenda kumandamana kwa sababu there's electoral fraud. But happy election day to all my people in UK. I love you so much. Whether you're from Birmingham, London, whatever, London, whatever. Thank you so much. Where else? July 4th. Protesters. You know what? That's one thing I didn't hear anything. I'm telling you, Ruto alifunga every news coming from Kenya about protest is shut down. Sijasikia kitu. I haven't heard anything. I know something happened in Nairobi. I don't know what happened there. Literally, I can't get any news from Kenya. What happened today? I cannot. Wait, look at this. Yeah. So I really don't know if you're in Ukokwa ground. Can you tell us what happened today? Because we were told, we were supposed to have Linio. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, today is 4th. I'll let you guys. I noticed it. Right, Gio Cindio. They shut down. Twitter has been shut down. Kenya News from Twitter on X has been shut down totally. You cannot get any news pertaining to the Mandamano. Absolutely. Imefungwa. Nobody's posting anything about Mandamano. I only got a snippet to see there were some people who were protesting in Nairobi, walikuwa wanatembea Nairobi. Other than that, that's it. There's nothing else. Hawa watu wamefunga kila kitu. Hakuna news inatoka Kenya about Mandamano. There's none. Zero. So I don't know what happened. I'm not getting information. I'm trying. I'll just get kidogo hapa. I think they're yeah. Anything kutoka Kenya hakuna kabisa. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's 4th, and I know most of you guys are celebrating or you're new. I will just leave it here. Tomorrow is Saturday, and the weekend is coming. We'll have more discussions. I'll open up for the panelists. I will let you guys enjoy this day. If you haven't voted in UK, please come out kuna hizo makaratasi, please go vote. I don't know who you vote for, you choose of your choosing. I don't know much about the politics there. If you went to Mandamano, I hope you made it home safe. And if you had your friend, I hope you made your loved ones, please. I hope you made it safe. I will only ask you guys to like, share, comment, and put the notification on. I will come in again tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably come in late. Again, we shall have our panelists. We'll see how it plays out. We'll listen to Ruto kidogo to hear what he's saying, his bullshit, and we'll dissect that bullshit accordingly. As of now, Gen Z, the planners, I'm giving you the roadmap. September 13th, 2024, the day that he was sworn in. Let's use that September 13th, 2024 to meet up. Everyone from every part of Kenya and diaspora. If you can make it, make it. If you can't, that's fine. Let's make it there. March to State House. Get him out of there because it's bullshitting. That's all I got to say today. Gio, thank you very much for joining this. Bruce Jagdev, thank you so much. Joy Obesa, thank you so much. JPJ, Kama Kawaida, Samuel Gitaondura, thank you. James Wood, like always, thank you so much. Ingrid, nice seeing you again. Thank you so much. Don't miss tomorrow. We're going to be having a panelist. Anybody and everybody. Faith Imani, Kama Kawaida. Thank you so much. Lea Wamuketa. Thank you. Sukado Abdullahi. Thank you. Kudia, as always. Edith Ambetsa. Thank you. Hezron Nyandusi Atwori. Thank you. Habari Zenu TV. Thank you. Cynthia Chepkorir. Thank you. Who else? Who am I missing? Oliver Juma. Thank you. Vicky Hanel. Thank you. I can't thank you much. Now, please make sure, don't forget to make it 200 likes at least. And put your notification on, subscribe. We are coming tomorrow. Another panelist. I'll just keep it short because it's July 4th. There's barbecues and everything. People having going everywhere. So maybe that's why, so yeah. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. And tomorrow, meet me at the same place, same time. All right? All right. Greeting from New Jersey. All right. Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey. Love New Jersey. PLS. Oh, PLS. Please be careful reading full names. These goons are here too. Yes. You guys be careful. Don't give your information here. So hatutaki tusikia tumechukuliwa, you've been abducted, okay? Anyway, guys, it's been an hour. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, for the umpteenth time. Subscribe, like, share, comment, put your notification on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and blessings.